So, have you ever really stopped to think about how truly desperate circumstances can, well, reshape the very heart of a family?
Yeah, it's quite something. And how fate, can sometimes intervene in the most unexpected ways imaginable.
Exactly.
Today, we're doing a deep dive into a story our sources often call The Lost Daughter's Return. It's, um, it's more than just a narrative. It really helps us unpack these huge societal, psychological, even medical questions.
Mm.
They come up from impossible choices. Choices made under extreme pressure.
Leading to separation.
Deep separation, yeah.
Yeah.
And then incredibly reunion.
Okay, so let's set this up. The story starts with Lily. Her whole world just turned upside down when the river dried up.
Right. Leaving just, cracked earth, dead crops, utter devastation.
And her parents, they were farmers, subsistence farmers, facing this just unimaginable decision.
And our research shows, tragically, that in times of really severe famine, well, these kinds of desperate acts, while awful, weren't completely unheard of.
A last resort to save their other kids from starving. So they sold 5-year-old Lily to a wealthy city family.
Such a hard thing to even comprehend.
And that memory, her mother crying, her father's hands shaking, that was basically the last piece of her old life she took with her.
Just gut-wrenching. Okay, so fast forward 20 years.
Right.
Lily is now Annalise. She's grown up with comfort, opportunities, loved deeply by her adoptive parents.
Who never told her the truth.
Exactly. Kept it a total secret. And Annalise, she becomes this really compassionate, successful doctor, saving lives.
Okay, and this is where things get really wild, right? Her job.
Her professional life intersects directly with her hidden past. This sets up this incredible medical event that we need to get into.
So this kind of generational desperation.
Yeah.
When our sources look at this, what bigger picture insights do we get about how people even cope with choices like that?
Well, that's where it gets fascinating. Studies into, historical famines and extreme poverty, they show societies often develop these really complex, though heartbreaking coping mechanisms. And psychologically, for the parents, it's often prolonged trauma, deep guilt, a huge sense of loss, even if they felt it was the only way.
Right, even if it was for survival.
Yeah, that emotional weight, that impossible choice, it's a constant theme, often carried in silence for years.
And then, boom, 20 years later, the secret's out. And Lily, or Annalise, she's suddenly stuck between these two completely different lives.
Yeah, and the sources really dig into what happens when a secret that big, that foundational, finally comes to light.
What does happen?
Well, think about the adoptive parents. Their confession, probably driven by years of guilt, right? And this intense fear of losing her.
Okay, sure.
And then her biological family. It's this overwhelming mix. Deep shame about what they did, but also this, miraculous joy that she's back. It's an identity crisis, really, on all sides.
And it all came together because of this amazing medical situation. Lily, the doctor, giving a blood transfusion to her own biological father, Boran.
Incredible, isn't it?
How does that work scientifically, beyond just the procedure?
Well, what's really key here is how that transfusion became more than just medicine. It was like a channel for discovery.
A channel?
Yeah, both literally and metaphorically. Sources explain it's rare, but direct blood links can sometimes highlight genetic matches, maybe through specific markers or compatibility testing.
Oh, okay.
It was the scientific trigger. It led to Boran's recovery, yes, but it also provided this undeniable biological link that prompted the DNA tests.
Which blew everything open.
Exactly. Sent shockwaves through everyone. It wasn't just medicine, it was the key unlocking decades of silence.
So what does this all mean for Lily? She's Annalise and she's Lily. It sounds like it shattered things, but maybe built something new too.
That's right. The transfusion, her blood-saving Boran, it started this healing process. It began this slow, probably really awkward journey of these two families trying to become, one family.
Wow.
And the sources emphasize that these reunions, they start with tears, difficult talks, absolutely. But often they lead to real forgiveness. A new kind of love starts to grow.
Expanding what family even means.
Precisely.
So the story ends with, yes, tears and hard conversations, but also forgiveness. And this new love, Lily's heart kind of stretched, right?
It did. Made room for both Annalise the doctor and Lily the farmer's daughter. And slowly, this bigger, more complex family started to form.
It's quite a story.
It really is. And it leaves us with a question for you listening in. How do these choices, made from pure desperation and the secrets kept out of love, how do they ultimately redefine family? And maybe, just maybe, pave the way for unexpected healing across the years?